In this final part, we're creating a vase for the top of this table. Before I get started with that, if I want to disconnect my image from the background, all you have to do is select the sky dome in the back, go to the attribute editor, and at the third tab where it has color, right now it's connected to that image. And this is the icon to show that this node is connected to something else. If you right click over the word color, you can select break connection, and that eliminates the image connection. I'll click on the color swatch and change the color for the background, and I'll do a quick render. I'm going to delete this object. I'm going to create a polygon box. I don't see the box, and of course I could press the 4 key to see that it's inside. When you create an object, it's still selected. That's why there's green around it. Even though I don't see the box, I know if I pick up the Move tool, which is the W key, I will be lifting that box upward. I'm going to quickly shape this into a vase. I'll rotate around the viewport. I'll select this top face by right-clicking, going to Face, pushing it down, or scaling it out, switching to the Move tool, and holding down the Shift key and lifting up, switching to Scale. And to get a better sense of what I'm doing, I'll press the 3 key. I'll toggle back to the Move tool by pressing the W key, holding down the Shift key, lifting up, lift up again. I'll scale outward, R key, W key, holding down the Shift key. When you get a surface that isn't gray, like this, it means the faces, the outer skin, is inside out. There's one way to resolve this by going under display and flipping the face direction. We'll see that later in the semester. Right now, it means that I should just scale in my inner face like this. And that fixes the problem. I'm going to go down to the vertex level, select these vertices, rotate around. I think I'm going to scale them in a little more. I'm going to select these vertices up here, use soft selection by pressing the B key and using the Move tool, W key, and I'll click and drag, get something organic happening like this. Select these vertices and the B key is still on. I know it's on because if I toggle, only these vertices are selected. And when you have soft selection on, that's how it looks. See the fall off happening. Remember, you can hold down the B key and drag left and right to increase and decrease the soft selection area. And when you let go, you just shape things. I want this to look like it's about to fall over. I'll select everything over there, maybe like this. I'll go to these bottom vertices and select them. And you always could check by going to one of the side viewports and zooming in to see if you got everything. That looks like I did. Right click to get back into this viewport and click again with the space bar to jump back into this panel. I'll pull this down, scale this in, and just have fun as an artist, creating some interesting shape. I'm going to go to the object level and lift this whole thing up. Move tool. And same with the pedestal. Let's make it a little more interesting. I'm going to go down to the vertex level like this and select the vertices. I'm going to turn off soft selection, and I'm doing that because there's so few vertices in here. I want it to be sharper. I'm scaling in these vertices. I can lift them up. Maybe I'll flip this upside down in the sense of I'll select all the vertices on the floor and just scale it in like this. Something that someone will accidentally knock over in a gallery. That's what I'm going for. You knock it over, you buy this 3D model. I'm going to assign a Arnold shader to this one. It's a new object. It didn't have an Arnold shader assigned, so assign new material. Click on Arnold, AI standard surface. It almost looks like this is floating. It is floating. Excellent. Let me go with that. Make this round. Make this shape smaller. And I made it round by just pressing the 3 key. I'll lift up these two objects by marquee selecting and dragging upward. Make sure this is hitting the floor, and the best way to tell is from the side viewport. Move that down a little bit. I'll assign a new material to this one. Assign new material. Arnold, AI standard surface. Give it a color. Zoom out. Increase the metalness a little bit for this one. And press render. I think that color stands out a little too much. Let me set it to white. I'm going to add back in the HDR image just as practice. Selecting the background sky dome light. Clicking on the attribute editor, third tab here. Input, file. Click on the folder icon. Select the HDRI image. Select this object. Go to the last tab. Maybe I'll make this red. It's your turn. Have some fun. When you're done, save the rendering. File, save image. Place it somewhere on your hard drive that you can easily find. Selecting PNG. And upload this to the discussion. And please share your experience about creating your first Maya scene. Welcome to the end of week 1.